So next up, we want to talk about, hey, Nikesh, do you know English?
English, yeah. I mean, that's what I speak.
Yeah, do you want to make money from it?
I can make money from speaking English.
Yeah, lots of money. You love money, right?
Okay. Yeah, I want to know. Tell me more.
One of your uncles, I remember, right? I think one of your uncles, somebody. Remember, he did the song called "Money, Money, Money."
Yeah, you did.
Can you sing that song for us?
Yeah, it's like money, 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 money.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Money, 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 money.
I love money. You love money, right?
Yeah.
I think it was a big flop. Yeah. Hopefully, he's
Don't
not
tell it.
watching this video.
Yeah.
He might disown you. Now let's talk about next. Let's talk about how you can make money teaching and tutoring English. You're thinking, tutoring English? You've heard of tutoring like math, science, reading, but when I say you can make money through teaching English, you're like, do I need to know grammar? Well, no, this is not that kind of English. So let me go ahead and explain it to you. So in countries like uh, I think China is a big hub for this. Now, a lot of Chinese parents, they want their kids to speak proper English, right?
Mhm.
This is the communication. They don't care about the grammar. As long as they can speak, especially if really good accent, they'll pay you money for it. I knew this girl right in China, and she lived in China, and she was a tutor, and all she did was she didn't have a degree. She was teaching kids English, and they were paying like $200 per week.
Ooh.
And you can do the same thing. Now, step number one is, where do you find kids to teach, right? Now, first of all, what you need to do is, unless you're planning on visiting China or other
Yeah, I was
countries like
gonna say
that,
that.
um, you'll need to get some sort of virtual communication tool. And you're thinking
Okay.
maybe Skype. You can do Skype, but I recommend Zoom.
Okay.
Zoom. I think Zoom has a free account, right?
Yes, it does.
Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and open up my screen so people can relate.
Okay.
So Zoom allows you to communicate just like us. Let's just like this. We're using GoToWebinar. You can use GoToWebinar, but it's kind of expensive,
Yes.
so it's not recommended. I don't recommend it to people who are starting out. It's pretty expensive software, and it's not meant for like if you're just starting out. But Zoom is pretty. It's amazing. I've used it. I recommend it to a lot of my clients as well. So Zoom allows you to have a conversation like this. Now, what you can do is you can create these virtual classes or virtual meeting like this where you teach somebody English. Okay. Now, so let's get a Zoom software. Next up, what you need to do is go to a website called Upwork, upwork.com, freelancer.com, and a really popular one that I really like is I Work You as well. This is actually owned by a Chinese company as well, so you'll find some as well. Create an account on all of those sites, right? And
Mhm.
then just search for like English tutor, just like this, right? And not just China, you'll find it in a lot of other countries as well. I've seen that on I Work You, and these sites, you will find um, a lot of people, parents looking to hire a tutor who are in like US, European countries, someone who can
Okay.
speak English, right?
Okay.
And it helps if you have a right skin color, but you'll be fine as long as So what I'm saying is that if you're white, the chance of you getting the job, even if you speak like broken English, you'll be fine. It's much higher. That's just our bias. For example, I have a friend, Aline. He's gonna hit me for this. He's in Romania, right? Romanians, they don't speak. It's Eastern Europe, so they don't really speak English
Good
right
English.
there. Yeah, and their English is pretty broken, pretty broken, right? It's not that great. I have to like carefully making fun of him annoyingly. But let's say let's say I got on like a call, and a Chinese, like somebody parent was on the other line, and it was me and Aline here, and uh, if they just picked us based on just looking at us, they'll probably pick Aline because he looks white.
Hmm.
Makes
I
sense.
got you.
So if you have a right skin color, if I want to say, the chance of you getting the job is much higher. You'll get paid more as well. So that, and also if you live in the US, that really
Yes.
helps. That really helps because you'll get, because let me think about it like this, okay? Everybody wants in China, everybody wants their kids to go to the US. I'll tell you that,
Yes.
okay?
Not
And
just China,
it
anywhere.
yeah, but yeah, exactly. And when you get on a call, and if you're white, you don't have to be white though. I'm just saying it raises your chances,
Hmm.
right? Explain to them you're in the U.S. and if you want to fake it, go ahead. I'm all for the hustle, as long as you can do the job, right? Don't burn people, don't steal. I'm against that, but if you know what you're doing, you can say you're from U.S.
Yeah.
No one's gonna come check on you, but um, you know, um, that helps. And go ahead and apply for the jobs, right? They'll probably interview you, and they pay almost 60 to $100 per hour
Yeah.
teaching. Like you get to teach kid English. And you're like, I don't have a curriculum. How do I teach it? There is a thing called Google, right? And if you type up English curriculum syllabus, you'll find like a bunch. Let me show it to you.
Okay.
What I do is ESL, English as secondary language. You can do this.
Oh.
ESL, English as secondary language. Just an example here, right? I haven't pulled it before. Ignore that. Let's see. Okay, it's writing about yourself, right? I mean, if you Google more, I think you'll find more. So, for example, it could be first, learning the alphabets, learning how to pronounce things correctly, right? Instead
Yeah.
of saying Chicago, and things like that, right?
Yeah.
And instead of saying like, data, you tell kids it's data, so it's Americanized version of it, and
Exactly.
Chinese parents love it. Okay, data is I can't say so. Data is also correct. It's a right word. It's a British
Yeah.
English, but if you tell them it's data, if you tell them it's vitamin instead of vitamin, they will like it better. Does that make sense, Nikesh?
Exactly. It does. It does make sense.
I'm putting it as, I'm not sugarcoating things, right? It's the
Yeah.
way it is. It's the world, and you got to know these things, and it helps if, like, that's why I said it helps if you have the right skin color to get paid more. Like if I got it, I'll probably get paid too, but maybe a little less because I'm not white. But if your
Yeah.
sister got on, she's white.
Yeah, that's true. Or if I, change the the tone of
His,
my light,
his,
maybe I'll look white too.
Yeah, his sister went to Nepal, and we're Nepali, right? So your sister went to Nepal, and then I think a police officer asked her to pay the tourist fee.
Yeah.
His parents had to explain that. What was it? What was the story?
Yeah, so they went to a normal place where it's like a walkway, and to walk across, for locals and for Nepalis, it's free, right? They
Right.
don't charge. But for foreigners, there's an extra charge to walk inside.
That's what I mean,
Because
bro.
yeah, so they let everybody walk, but when my sister was walking through, they said stop, right? You're a foreigner, you need to pay just because she has a light skin tone.
Yeah. So yeah, it works. Like I said, I was just
It
telling you
does.
what works where, but anybody can do it. Okay, I'm not being racist or things like that. I just tell it to you the way it is. Okay,
Mhm.
and that's it. That's it. I think that's gonna help you create a new
That's
site.
pretty simple. Yeah, pretty simple and easy.
Anyone can do it.
Exactly.